Ugh. Dude, ASMR.
Is there anything better than this?
That's the best noise.
Why do you think the human body goes after like a Coca-Cola or something hot? Or why do we do that?
I don't know. You know what's the best? When like it's like a long day, and then like, and you I don't know, maybe you're like working or you're working out or you went for a run, and like you just drink like a crisp like beer.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
That's kind of
like a cider.
Yeah.
Cold cider.
Dude, do you ever get this when you like let's say you don't eat or drink for like the whole day or something, and you first taste like something, like you eat like a fruit, like an apple slice, it's like a mini, just like, I don't know, I get a tingle. That's all I'm saying.
What? Dude, careful. Did you forget?
Realist podcast. I didn't want to say.
I get it.
I didn't want to say that because, dude, the first couple minutes we got to keep it clean.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm trying to bait the algorithms.
I got you.
So we got to be PG.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. Well, let's keep it PG.
We got the sign.
The sign is up.
The sign is up.
How do you guys like it?
If you're watching the video podcast,
yeah, subscribe, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
If you haven't, there's a little bell notification. You throw that on so you won't miss a second of your boy Mikey and Dave. Come on, man. You don't want to miss this. We're here for you.
So yeah, last episode we talked about how, the sign was actually $300 and I paid $40 already. So
you lost $40.
So I told them, hey, give me the money back.
What did they say?
Or we're gonna have a problem.
What did they say?
They said, hey, we'll give you the mock-up. And they sent me this. It's just paper. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Etsy. You're a real one.
They sent you this?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty solid, right?
Thanks, guys. Okay. Well, we're going to
it's better than nothing.
It's right? Great. No, I'm glad we got
I kind of like it.
People, when they tune in, they know what show they're watching.
They'll know the quality.
What can we put in this space behind us right here? What is something that you think would vibe with Mikey and Dave?
We want to deck out this corner.
Yeah, man, but what do we put?
I don't know, man.
We could put anything.
We definitely need shelves.
A fish tank. We could put a fish tank. We could put, I said a lava lamp.
Should I build into the wall like a wall fish tank?
What is like presence of the moment?
What kind of fish do we have? We got to have like a shark in there.
A mini, like a cat.
What fish?
Like a catfish, like a bottom feeder. Like a sucker fish.
Just sucking on the wall of it? No,
dude. Say the teeth on the...
Yo, how sick would a fish tank be? Oh, this is the future of podcasts. Like big podcasts. Like the top people.
Talking about us?
Yeah. They have fish, like custom fish tanks.
Yeah.
That have like the logo in it and shit.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be so cool.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, we're ballers on budgets right now, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But thank you for riding with us.
Yeah.
Patreon members, thank you for being patrons of the pod. We love you. Thank you for filling the tank.
You are a podcast. Patreon.
We keep going now. We keep going. It's episode 162.
Dude, I didn't even look.
I think it's 162. I'm probably wrong, but I feel like it is.
It's definitely wrong.
We missed our four-year reunion.
You know what I think?
3-year?
You know what I think we should do?
What?
Because we know we're not stopping this.
Yeah.
Forever, probably. Right?
So one of us die.
Well, that's forever.
Which is me.
Forever. Dude, your boy I might go out fucking in a blazing flash, dude. Of how the world's going.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, did you hear? Oh, my God. Also, the things that's happening. We'll date
Can you turn me up?
Turn you up?
Yeah, a little
We'll date the episode a little bit.
Yeah.
The
Test it. Yeah, good.
The shit in Ukraine right now is insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah,
it's literally Putin's like, "Yo, I'm invading."
Yep.
And I'm taking this.
Yep.
Because I made up a lie.
I decided. What's the lie that Putin is proclaiming?
There's Russians in Ukraine that are like being like there was a genocide that they were killing them. Isn't that insane?
So they just lied
with
about
no
that.
proof.
Wow.
No proof. They're like, "No, we're doing it," and that's why.
Jeez, man,
that's insane.
Just start a war over a lie.
Definitely, like this past week, I've been really thinking. I'm like sitting here like playing a game. I'm like, dude, and And Ukraine's like it's a well-established country.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, it's literally if you go to New York or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the capital and stuff. It's like a city.
Yeah.
Like imagine just one day, it's gone.
I was
Like a
driving
missile.
by it.
Like some of the videos, dude.
Yeah.
A missile just blows up the whole center.
Dude, the thing I can't wrap my head around is like one guy says, "Okay, we're going to war with this guy,"
And the people and dude, Russia's huge.
yeah,
It's like the biggest isn't it the biggest, like,
yeah, it's like
well, maybe it's, I think compared to America, it's like almost as big as the whole America.
It's huge.
It's insane, man.
Yeah, they're trying to take out the Ukraine now.
Yeah.
As far as I know, bro, like,
And it's been an ongoing problem. It's just
Has
kind
it?
of
Is that
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's been like
They've
for
been
10
battling?
years. It's been a whole
they're talking right now. They're in talks right now at the border.
yeah. But then the Putin put like everything on nuclear, like heavy nuclear watch, which is like, okay, cool.
What does that mean?
It means they got their nuclear weapons ready.
Ready to go? Well, I saw the threat. He was like, if anyone tries to impede on like our invasion, if anyone tries to stop us, like there's gonna be like severe repercussions that have never been seen before or something. Which I think he's hinting at a nuclear bomb, which is like us. Like I was thinking about us, and I'm like, if we go stop him, or is New York about to catch a nuke? And we're obliterated.
I honestly don't think that
I don't think so either.
you
Dog.
can't use a nuclear. Like no one can use it.
But we did
Like now.
back in the day.
Yeah, that. But I'm talking like now. Like it's over.
Yeah,
Because everyone's got them.
yeah,
And if one goes off,
all of them.
it's over.
Yeah,
The whole world's done.
yeah. But like, who's crazy enough to do it? And is Putin crazy?
Probably
enough?
Putin.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's
Probably
where it
him.
becomes like a staring match. Like who's gonna blink first?
Yeah. And it's scary because if the I mean, it is happening. The
happening.
invasion's happening.
Yeah.
Like if that's taken over, then like China, Taiwan,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna happen.
Really?
Because it's basically like a similar. I'm not gonna say it's the same thing, but it's a similar idea. It's like the people that were originally there. That land is whatever theirs, and China thinks it's theirs.
Yeah.
So they want to take it back. That's been the whole conflict.
Yeah.
But there's been like treaties and stuff, and they're trying to like just disregard all like treaties from the past. And I don't know. It's weird, man. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Way more complicated than me and you can ever discuss or think about.
I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah. But it's just scary, man.
I heard
it's really sad.
Economical repercussions we're hitting Russia with are like nuts.
Yeah.
Like their ruble is like
The world,
nothing.
Yeah. He destroyed their economy. Like from this, it's
they're
over.
Screwed.
It's over.
Yeah.
And I mean, everyone's screwed. The whole world is. Like we're screwed too.
Yeah.
Market's going down.
Yeah.
My stocks are.
Are they?
I should have pulled them all.
Are you still playing them?
I honestly just have been leaving like a little lump of money in there
There's
just
gonna be some NFT
just to
come
see
out
what
of this
happens.
Shit, though. You know that.
and,
You know that, right? You know that, right? I bet there already is. I bet there already some kind of NFT business happening behind the scenes or something. Don't you think that there's some kind of like, here's my tinfoil hat I'm putting on.
Yeah.
Some kind of conspiracy behind this? Like, why would a country just be like, we're going to take them? There's got to be some kind of business dealing happening behind the scenes where like someone's invested somewhere. Don't you think so? It's like a backhanded way of doing business. It's crazy to literally go to war, but I think like it may have happened in the past. I think there's been evidence of it happening in the past, like countries going to war to like flood the economy in a certain way where certain people who invest in a certain thing get a lot of money.
I guess. Well, I don't think it's anything more than like Russia and the U.S. and they've been like in opposing like since the world wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When everything split.
Yeah, the Cold War happened in the 60s.
Well, after World War II, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
And
treaty.
we were rocking with each other in World War
Yes.
II. We had to.
And the treaty for Ukraine with they wanted to separate
From Russia.
from the USSR.
From
And
the USSR, yeah.
They separated, and then like Russia it was like some of their land or something, and they still thought it was theirs.
Yeah.
And they made this treaty because basically Ukraine's obviously a smaller country,
Yeah.
and after the Soviet Union shit, it's like their economy was fucked, so they had to they couldn't protect themselves. You know what I mean? So they had to make a treaty with like NATO or Russia, basically, but they want to be independent, and Russia won't make them be independent, so they got to go to NATO.
Okay.
So they separated from there, and then they had to make an agreement, which is I think the Budapest Agreement or something. and that's what kind of kept it so they could rebuild and like stand on like be independent. But I guess Russia's just going back to it.
You're real smart, dude.
They're still stuck from it.
You knew all that.
Well, it's close to Poland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's something you were taught. Like,
Kinda, yeah.
You just knew.
I was doing a little more research into it because
Got it.
it's scary, dude. You know what I mean? Like
really scary.
my family's in Poland, and a lot of Ukrainians
Are they going
went straight to Poland. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's right next to it.
Wow.
So I don't know, man. It's scary, especially for future stuff. Me and my family have planned.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Think about
That's
that,
real
that can
close to
affect
home.
us. You know.
Yeah.
It's sad, and it's so sad seeing like the Russian people, even like Russian soldiers, like just like surrendering just from like imagine you have to follow the orders. You have to, dude. It's literally like you know what I mean.
Lied to? Like I saw a video today. A
100%.
Russian soldier.
I wanted to bring this up. I was like, dude, you know what's crazy is like you know how we're taught history like growing up.
Yeah.
Every country has its own like version of history.
Absolutely.
What do you think Russia's is? It must be completely different.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know for a fact, like, in Stalingrad, the Battle of Stalingrad, they showed up.
Yeah.
They were supposed to lose that big time, and that turned the whole war around. That stopped the Nazi invasion. But, yeah, bro, every country is taught, like, a version of what really happened. It's like, what do we choose to remember in our country? What do we choose to get rid of?
Yeah.
You know?
You know what really fucked me up too is like they when they first did the invasion they were launching like the white phosphorus bombs and like dude, which is literally like if you ever see effects from that,
no, I haven't.
If you get hit by that,
what does that do?
Your whole body gets burnt, like everything, like more than third degree,
it gets
like crazy,
everywhere, right? The
it's
white
insane.
phosphorus. Oh man.
And I think it like stays in the air for like a long time, so you're like fucked. And they launched it on Chernobyl.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Dude, which is literally like I don't think people live there.
No, it's
already.
a nuclear reactor.
So they wanted to
that busted.
I think that was like their plan. Like they wanted to
contain the shit now. They've been containing that radiation forever. The Ukrainians,
and they just blew it up. So now that it's like spiked levels in radiation.
What?
It's insane. It makes no sense to me, dude. It makes no sense at all.
Why would they want that?
I don't know. It's just I guess it's like an easy grab for them, and it's in Ukraine, so they can just take it
for like tourism.
Well, no, they just want to take the land. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
I don't know what
that's radioactive
their
land. They're just they want that.
Yeah, they just spiked
weird.
Them. I think it's more of just like a power play.
Just
like
it's ours.
Like it's a amount of land you can take. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because people aren't there.
What's the name of the capital?
Kiev.
Yeah. They were fighting in Kiev, but they resisted the first wave of the attack.
I'm pretty sure that Ukraine's doing pretty good at like defending. And like Russians are.
I was gonna say, do you think Russia's sending everything they got, or are they just sending like a warship here?
I remember there was someone saying that they literally have like lines, like along the borders, like of troops and like tanks and everything. Whoa, it's insane. The videos I watch is just like it blows my mind, dude. Even some of the people I watch on Twitch, catch us streaming every Monday.
Streaming on Twitch. Monday's at
Plug yourself
Monday's at 7.
Yeah,
that's dark. Might as well.
But one of the streamers like I know was like they're right in Kiev and like they literally just like built like a new apartment thing and everything.
While this going on?
Wow. You know what's insane? One of the MMA fighters, dude, in the UFC, literally like I think he won his fight and then he won his fight and literally went back to Ukraine, got his family, sent them to like the safe zones, and went back with like his guns and everything. He's like defending.
Whoa.
Isn't that insane?
Dude, you don't think about it, but like where we're located, we have ocean, Canada, and then Mexico. Like invasion wise, like we're in a good spot. But like imagine being next to a powerhouse that's like I want to take your fucking land.
Man. Like anything can happen over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the whole pool. You know what I mean? We're kind of separate.
Yeah.
We got Mexico, Canada is kind of not.
Which are like the homies.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But yeah, it's scary, man.
Associates.
To think that like at any moment, like just another war can start.
I'm worried about it, dude. I was sweating it. I'm still sweating it. I don't want that. Obviously I don't want that to happen, but it just sucks, man. It just sucks. Dude, it's a total bummer.
It's like it just makes no sense to me.
It's just people dying for no reason.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of it.
Just families.
Yeah, man. I'm seeing like old women get busted up from missiles, and I'm like, what is the point of this?
Yeah.
You want to take the land back.
You want to take land when
Right.
you're so big.
You're gigantic.
You don't need land.
But it's got to be political. Like
It's part of that treaty thing where NATO, Putin thinks NATO is basically trying to like expand like into their territory.
but they haven't.
Well, they think they did with the Ukraine stuff because Ukraine was, they sided with NATO, so they're, you know what I mean. And I think NATO is like trying to. It was like
Extend the border or something?
not extend, but there was something with they're trying to extend to the eastern border of Ukraine, which is they're like that's our land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of
It's kind of like an Israel Palestine thing here.
But there's and Russian thinks that that's it's like a threat
Yeah.
that the NATO's trying to like be on like an offensive. That's like an offensive. They're taking like a stance.
Uh-huh.
But NATO's like it's literally like a defensive organization.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
in like everyone's at peace and there's no conflict. You know what I mean? Everything's resolved by like verbally.
But like, well, what do we do to stop them? What do you do?
He loses money or he loses soldiers. That's kind of it.
Just like try to drain the life
I
out
don't
of
know
the country?
I don't know what else he can do, to be honest.
That's crazy. It's
And
either we
dude,
go to war with
and
them or we
honestly,
don't.
dude, like, I don't want to get political.
Well, we've been.
I don't want to get political. I'm not trying to get political. But,
You're Jocko now.
but all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
Democrats are bitches. No, but you know what? I was listening to this. I think Andrew Schultz talked about it, but he was talking about how like during Obama's presidency, I think Russia took somewhere like another the same thing
So
happened.
they've done it before.
Yeah, they've done it before. It's every like Democrat presidency,
Whoa.
but every Republican one, because Democrats never like they. That's what I think is like there's like so little bit of like you're talking about the conspiracy. Like, let's put our tinfoil hats on.
Yeah.
Right? Like the thing with Biden, he's got like he had there was like shit about him with Russian, officials and stuff. He can't really do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what people are saying. We're talking conspiracy, all right?
Hey, take it easy.
They're saying that they got shit on Biden, right?
yeah.
And that he can't really do anything. That's why Biden kind of didn't do anything. He said, come chill in our country.
Yikes.
And the Ukrainian president was like, I don't need a ride.
I need ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That show's crazy.
Yeah, dude. No, this dude's a gangster. This Ukrainian president's a
Yeah.
gangster. He's not playing around.
Bro, he was like tweeting Putin memes.
Was he really? Dude, he's no joke.
I was like, what are we living
He's
in?
no joke. That guy's real. He threw a flak
I think-
jacket on like that.
I think the people ride with him too.
Yeah, he's like the figurehead for like the whole country.
One thing about like those countries, even like dude, Russians, like Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, they're all like all those people are so like friendly with each other, man. For
sure.
Like I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, they're so
And,
close.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But the thing about these countries, like they will ride or die for their country.
Straight up.
Like they are national.
Dude, Klitschko,
Nationalistic as fuck.
Vitaly Klitschko, the boxer, ex-heavyweight champion of the world, is fighting right now in the military. Like right away, he joined. He's in the military fighting right now. One of the greatest fighters in the world to date, Lomachenko, went home and started fighting in the military. It's like they don't care. Famous, not famous, whatever. I'm defending my country. Why are you laughing at that?
Wait, they're Russian?
No, they're
Ukrainian.
Ukrainians.
Oh my god, I
dude.
thought they were Russian.
No, they're Ukrainians. No,
Russian
bro,
guys were
no.
like, fuck yeah, let's
No.
go.
Those are Ukrainian dudes.
Okay.
And they're fighting. They're defending their country.
Okay, good for them.
Yeah, no,
I like that.
That's dude. That I always said like, and it's gonna get
You know what? Who
whatever.
cares?
But if we were invaded, that's the time I'd pick up a gun and be like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
That's when.
Yeah.
That's the only time. I'm not ready to get on a plane and
Yeah.
go jump somewhere and be like, I'm marching. That's just not me.
You know, I think luckily, dude, I don't think much can happen to America. Like, unless like, it's like a nuclear bomb. I think.
It's scary, man.
It is.
Terrifying.
But like, when you think about it, it's just the truth, man.
I hate thinking about that. I saw a map come up. Someone posted this on TikTok, a map of if a nuke were to hit New York, like
Yeah.
what the effects
yeah.
would be. And it was like
Yeah.
our area right here.
Yeah.
So we're gone in the thermal, like right away.
Yeah.
Like a flash of light hits and then we're gone.
Yeah.
Until like Connecticut.
Dude, just know if a nuke hits, podcast keeps going.
No, bro, don't even say that.
Podcast keeps going.
Don't even say it. We're joking, obviously, but I saw that shit and it freaked me out because I was like, that's a quick maybe, I don't know. Can you imagine just looking at the skyline, just baboosh?
That video I saw of literally like a family in their like looking out the window and a jet's flying and then the missile just goes right at them. I'm like,
dude, I saw that.
I was like, what is? Are you joking? I don't know, man.
Just chilling, dude. That's the reality right now.
It's like a cutscene from Call of Duty.
Yeah, it looked like it, and it's real.
It's fucking real, man.
Yeah, they're going through it. Thoughts and prayers with those people, man.
How do you feel about? I've seen a lot of. I was thinking about this. I was like, you see, like celebrities and shit, like on Instagram. Like this is the thing. There's no right way to be like a celebrity and like post on Instagram during this time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no way. Because if you post something for Ukraine or post something like you gotta support, everyone's like, you fucking don't do shit. You know what I mean? And you don't go donate, do something, dude.
Go do something else.
But then if they just like ignore stuff and just post like their bikini pic, right?
Right. Then it's
people
like
are
you're
like,
ignoring the real
people are
problems.
like, dude, what about Ukraine?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, dude, sometimes you just gotta do nothing.
Nothing.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the solid choice.
Yeah.
I was trying to think because
there's no right, but I think you should just do what you want.
Yeah.
If it's do nothing, do nothing. If it's donate, donate. But then you gotta like just not read comments.
Yeah.
You gotta just not read DMs and comments. You gotta turn them off.
Yeah.
For real. You're always gonna get somebody who's gonna be like, you should have done this.
Because I was also thinking, I was like, should I be posting stuff? But it's like, what am I gonna do?
You're not.
You know what I mean?
You would, if you did that, you would be doing it for a reason that's not pure to you.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
Yeah, definitely not.
You just gotta move the way you want to move.
I roll in silence, dude.
Yeah, man, like lasagna.
You already know.
Come on.
One thing I want to talk to you about.
I got a bunch of things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, want to get into the Genius
Kanye West documentary, dude. Yes, I do.
I don't care. I'm going to say it right now. I don't care what anyone says.
Proclaim it.
I don't care what you think of Kanye West. I don't care how wild he is.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think.
Let him know.
He's a genius.
Oof.
And he's probably the greatest of all time.
Oh, that's a huge claim.
The greatest of all time. Like, just person. I think he's the greatest to, like, overcome shit. The amount of...
You're saying person alive? Best person alive?
No, maybe not that.
Okay, that's a big one.
No.
But
bring me back down.
I'm trying to cut you down.
Bring me back down.
Yeah.
But, dude, I don't know, man. This documentary that came out, it's not done yet. There's one more episode coming out.
Oh, man,
but
I'm
so
excited.
far, man.
Uh-huh.
I already love the whole discography of Kanye West, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people. He has one of the biggest like fandoms.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's so much love for him, and a lot of it is because of his story. Mm-hmm. And I knew that the documentary is basically like a trilogy of from before his first album, College Dropout.
What was the guy's name? Beanie or something?
Cootie,
Cootie
and
yeah.
Chike.
Yeah.
The guy Cootie, Kanye told him, he's like, we're gonna make this a documentary, like my come up and everything.
Dude, from before
from the rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From when he first got the word he's going like go to New York.
I said that to you, like, bro, follow me around with the camera for every day.
And they were like, and everyone was like, dude, these guys are walking around with the camera. They think it's like they're shooting like this documentary all this time.
Yeah.
And he's going everywhere. There's so many good moments.
It's incredible
in this shit.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it a couple days ago. I watched the first episode, then rolled into the second episode like halfway through. The most exciting part, because my feelings on Kanye, I'm mixed.
Yeah.
Before I watched it, I'm like, dude, this guy's kind of losing it. Kind of, I love that he's truly himself. He speaks his mind. He's instinctual artist. He does his work.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of his music as much as I used to be.
Yeah.
Like this crazy fill out the theater and it's a bunch. I'm just not riding with it.
Yeah.
But that's because it's not my thing. But when the shit came out, first 4 or 5 albums, I was like, this guy's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's incredible. The stuff he's rapping about is real to him. It's unique. I've never heard it before, but I relate. It was so beautiful. Like I remember listening to 508s and
808s
or 808s. I mean,
Yeah.
and I listened to it and I was like, dude, this is garbage. I want the college dropout again. And then like a month later, I listened to it. And I was like, dude, this is genius.
Yeah.
And like that's me catching up to his genius. You know?
Yeah.
But for you, because I know you rock with him, when I watched it, I'm seeing scenes of the come up.
Yeah.
And this is before, he's taking his retainer around, he's putting on the
Yeah.
thing, and he's unsure about what his next move is going to be. And he rolls into Rockefeller Records with his single All Falls Down.
Dude.
Like not even mastered yet. And just, like borrowed recording time and rolled up to this to
He's going to the stereo.
Rockefeller Records to the stereos
in the office.
and saying, yo, let me play this for you. To like the assistant, whatever. And she's like, all right. But she doesn't really want it. Yeah, she doesn't really want to be listening to this at the time. He hits play. All Falls Down comes up, which is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yep.
And she's half listening and then laughing and then talking to another girl about a BlackBerry. And he's sitting there and he's just touching the walls and like, he's playing a song. He's letting it play and he's giving himself a shot. And she doesn't say shit. He just stop and it's over. They go to another guy. They try to play it. It doesn't work.
Yep.
Guy's half in, half out. And he leaves.
Yeah.
They hadn't accomplished shit. They went home that day. It was an L.
Yeah.
Essentially, right? If you were looking on the outside looking in. For me, like I know what it did for me. Seeing stuff like that, like those kind of moments in Kanye West's life.
Yeah.
Before and at Burger King that night, like the night before he gets a call for a record deal.
Yeah.
From that Rockefeller Records. Like, what does that do for you watching that?
It's tough, man. It's really tough. Because you know what? His shit is like, the only word I can describe him is just he's undeniable. At all, like you said that he like didn't know, like in the beginning he like didn't know like his next step and stuff, but he proves that he knows what he's gonna do.
He knows he's great.
He knows what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what what's turning him down. He's gonna keep going.
He didn't care about that.
He doesn't care.
No, about what people think.
In the second episode, I don't know if you got to the part, but it was after his speech, and it's the most famous speech he had at when he first won the Grammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, "What would you all think if I, what would I do? Like I'm crazy. I'm gonna wild out. What would happen if I didn't get my Grammy?" So I guess we'll never find out.
Guess we'll never find out.
You know what I mean? And then there was another line that hit me so hard. He was like, how did you think, would you ever think that you'd, we're gonna be this successful or be this big? And he was like, I kept telling everyone that I am.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Dude.
I think people are just born with like something in them.
But listen to this, bro.
Yeah.
It messed me up when I saw him with his mom.
Dude,
the way his mom
every time.
speaks to him.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now. I totally understand why he is who he is now. Totally.
Yeah.
You see him as a little kid and he's rapping and everything and it's like a family party or whatever and it's funny. And he's like confident and he's bopping. And
She memorizes his raps.
She memorized his kitty raps, dude. She loved her son so much, believed in her son so much, and told him, "You are Kanye." She calls him Kanye.
Yeah.
When she's talking, she'll stop and say Kanye, and she'll tell him like something.
Yeah.
A giant when he looks in the mirror sees what? Nothing. And he was like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" And she like walked through it with him, and she was like, "They don't like a giant won't recognize who it even is in the mirror. It's just itself,
Yeah.
He was learning to be the best of himself all the time. I think because of his mother, and like you can do anything. And he said that in interviews. Like my mom told me I can do anything, and it's people who stop themselves from doing the things they want to do. It's people that tell themselves every day that they're not going to be able to do the thing that eventually don't. And he's like, I never did that. I always told myself like, I am going to do that.
Yeah.
I am going to be a Grammy-winning artist, and I am going to. And he's undeniable, like you say. He's undeniable. He created that.
Yeah.
Every day he created that. But to see those things, those moments where like, Cootie who's filming him is like, I can imagine being like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable, man. Like Kanye's touching the wall and like Nobody's listening to his fucking song. And
Yeah.
I'm here recording it at Rockefeller. No one gives a shit. They just want his beats.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think in those moments, dude? Because it made me feel like, wow, it wasn't just fucking handed to him.
Yeah.
The song, literally the song that wins him a Grammy is playing.
Yeah.
And no one gives a shit. So what does that tell you? You can have a beautiful product, and if the world doesn't see you as something special, you know, they're not going to listen.
Yeah.
So, like, don't be down if you create a thing and it doesn't get a huge audience or whatever. It just hasn't, you haven't gone through the channels you need to go through yet.
Yeah.
There's a different path you have to take, you know? And even when he got the deal, it wasn't handed to him.
Yeah.
He couldn't even make an album.
Yeah.
He had to make his own album. He had to make his own music video.
The amount of times he was shut down.
Dude.
And just ignored.
Come on, man.
And the amount of times where...
Because they didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
He was different.
Because there was no one like him.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
He's completely unique.
Raucous didn't want him. They wanted him, but they couldn't sign him.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
So
He's a producer.
It was so motivating, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't that motivating?
It is. And the thing that destroys me is he gets signed, right? And they're like, oh, you like hold on your album.
Yeah.
I want you to go to they went to Cali for PD Crack.
For the MTV thing?
No, for this new artist.
For the other artist.
For the
that's
one
right,
rapper,
that's
right? They were shooting the video.
To make the video,
Yeah, and they're like, oh, go with him and like
PD Crack. And everyone's on PD Crack.
Where is he at?
Let me ask you.
Where's
no
PD Crack at?
But you had Kanye there sitting on the sidelines while you're rocking with PD Crack, Dame Dash.
And imagine being sent to do that, and then you get in the accident that changes your whole life.
Dude, the accident.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, dude. Is he broke his jaw on his face in 3 places. He broke his jaw. Shit's misaligned. Doesn't and still is like, I just got signed. I want to keep doing this shit.
Yeah, you can't get the surgery yet. You gotta. Yeah.
And in the hospital rooms, he's still joking around. He's still like, I remember when he was in the hospital and he's talking to the guy Cootie to the camera, and he's like, oh, we could put that in like the music video when he's talking.
Yeah,
he's constantly thinking about it. Constantly. Oh, man. There's not a moment he doesn't spend thinking about
That's
the
another
dream.
part of his personality, bro, and the person he is. He just never stopped for a second.
Yeah.
Like chasing.
Yeah.
I feel like he was never off. Mm-hmm. Every movie he made. Before the interview on MTV when he was like, you know, just a beat maker.
Yeah.
He's still like, you know, putting on a sweater a certain way and trying to look, you know, a certain way on the camera. And, you know, I saw the insecurity.
Yeah.
Like I saw like, oh, that's just a human being who wants to make it real good.
When he wanted to like prove to Jay-Z he can like, he was like freestyling on the one song and he goes to record. I remember watching that, and they put him in the booth and he's doing it and he's just like looking for approval. You know what I mean?
And Jay-Z said, now look, you see what he did?
Yeah.
He goes, and he's talking to people in the studio and he goes, closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. If he didn't say nothing, he ain't on this. And he went and asked for it. He said, dude, give me a shot. Like, let me just spit this. And you gotta believe in yourself to chase the things you want. You gotta believe in yourself, man. And he does.
Yeah,
he does. There's no denying that. And that's why he got to where he's at now. And I just want to talk to you about it because I was like, I think he's a man. We're all flawed.
Yeah, and there's like lights in your life that like like when everyone's denying you, right? There's people there, and it's the people that like the craziest thing was when Pharrell was talking to him.
Oh,
that part.
When he runs out of the oh, bro.
And he's like, I only heard 2 songs. You're my favorite artist. It's weird, man.
That rocked me when he was rapping for Pharrell. But what you just said, like, I guess we could talk about it now. We could segue.
Yeah.
The lights, like people being lights in your life, like that is so true, dude. Like, because we all go through ups and downs.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're Kanye on the wall playing the thing, like, you still got Cootie in your corner recording, you know what I mean? And that's like, that's the light. You know, there's someone there who's like got your back and like, believes in you. And, this, I wanted to talk about that more because it's one of the things I want to bring up with you today because, like, I got a call from an old friend.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Abe. Shout out
Abe.
So I got a call from him.
Honest Abe.
Shout out Honest Abe. He hit me up, my old friend, and he goes, how are you? And I'm like, dude, what? What's up? Wasn't expecting it. He's like, I just called to tell you I love you.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, I love you too. Of course. It's just like one of those guys who I grew up with that always had my back growing up. And, he did like really impact where I'm at today because he kind of impacted my childhood in my early 20s, like shaped who I was and believed in me when no one really was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So he called me just tell me he loved me, and we hadn't spoken in a little while, and I was like, bro, obviously I love you too. And dude, it was nuts because he was saying like, I listened to the podcast, and I was like, oh dude, that's so cool. And he goes, he was like, you know how much it means to me to see you on a podcast, like on your show, talk about like these vulnerable things, like with your friend, and like see, how much that affects me. And I'm like, dude, we never talk like this. Like, what do you mean? Like, because I never think anyone's like him. Like, I never would think he's listening to this. Yeah. So at first I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, when I'm going through my thing at home and like, I'm going through a pretty tough time with, his career path, and he had a couple hiccups and personal things with health and stuff like this. And he's like, I'm listening to you talk about like gratitude for your day. And like, you're my brother. Like, I know you. Like, do you know how much that means to me? And I'm like, and at first I'm like, dude, what? Like, I can't even hear, like, I can't feel what you're sending me.
Yeah.
Like, it used to be that a lot. Like, I would block off, like people say, the thing you did is really special. Like, thank you for doing it. And I'm like, okay, like, you're welcome. Or you're a really great guy. You're a great friend, or whatever, some nice thing to say. And I always take it as like just people being nice, but I don't know why it doesn't hit me deeply. Like I almost created a barrier and like was like, and then I started thinking about it more. Like, why can't I receive the love that people are trying to send me? And it's because I don't love myself for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is crazy, but it was once I like was talking to Abe about this just now, I realized that after we spoke about it, like it hit me like really deeply, like that, like my buddy who always had my back, who I don't have to talk to much anymore, like believes in me and loves me and like listens to this show. It meant a lot to me in that moment. And I thought about it at home, and it's because like I finally starting to fall in love with who I am. Like I'm able to feel like I'm good enough to receive love.
Yeah.
So I can hear that now.
Wow.
It's not like wasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really meant a lot to me. And I think it's because like it's going to sound weird, but I believe like God's always at the door, and I kept my door closed for a long time. And now that I've opened the door, like Abe could come through the door too, but like God had to come through first and say like, you're a beautiful guy. I'm like, whew. I guess I am. I feel that now. It's like Abe telling me he watched the show, and I mean a lot to him when I'm talking on this. It just meant a lot to me, dude. It meant a lot to me to hear that. Like, because we have lights, man. We have people that believe in us, that like want us to succeed, that see something special in us, and they're like, dude, you're a beautiful person. I see the beauty in who you are every day. Yeah. You're my friend. Like, you open your door to me all the time, every week. Open the door for me, make me tea. We do a podcast together. Like, you're a light in my life, dude. It's weird, but it's like true. It's and it's easy to take those things for granted when you don't let them land. Yeah. Like those simple things, like opening a door. That's not a simple thing. That's a big move to be like, I trust you, I love you. Come inside, have some tea, and like, let's talk. Yeah. And I'm just starting to see it more, man. I'm starting to see that I'm surrounded by people that love me, that want me to do really well and believe in me and It makes me really happy to be in a place where I can accept that love, because I love myself now because I've opened the door.
Yeah.
You know?
That's really the first step, man. Is like that, because I believe that those things have always been happening kind of around us.
Yeah.
But it's really us stopping it from really affecting us.
Yeah.
Or us like actually taking it in.
Yeah.
As like a real interaction. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like we've definitely said before on the podcast where we're like, you know what I mean? Like, say like, oh, like a compliment or something, but you just take it as like just whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what if you sit down and actually like take that and be like, thank you.
Someone took the time to tell you to stop what they were doing, to take a breath, to use their words, to dictate to you so you can hear it. Like, you're awesome in some way. Or like, I believe in you.
Yeah.
What? Another life believes in me, man?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And it's only me saying, I'm not so special, so I can't hear that. Like,
definitely.
It's a nice word, but like, so what?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. It's the second you start to like accept.
Then like, that just means you believe that you don't fit that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
So I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Not really. Not fully.
Yeah.
And it's tough. That's a long road to get to a point where you're like, I still do it. I just, in that moment, I was able to hear Abe.
Yeah.
And it hit me. And, but I was thinking about that too. Like, why does it deflect sometimes? Why does someone say a nice thing or try to do a nice thing for me or express to me what I mean to them, and it hits me and it just falls off? And I think like growing older, like we naturally go through a lot of things and we get tough. We get hurt by people, and we get hurt by the world, and we put up these walls that say like, I'm not going to let you in anymore because I was hurt, or because someone I trusted hurted me. Like, so your words can't reach me. Like, like when I was a kid, like, and if you said one thing to me, I could cry, I could laugh, I could, be a ball of joy, like from a few words, or a look, but, the older we get, it's like the stiffer we get, the more calloused we get, and we got to, I guess, try to fight that, try to reverse that.
Yeah. I think it's definitely like this age we're in too. You start to you develop a cycle, you know what I mean? Of the people you have around you, you kind of establish a pretty like wide circle of people you deal with every day. You know what I mean? You know who they are, you know what they mean to you, how they make you feel, how you feel about it. And I think specifically with you, dude, is like, I was telling Stylo, I was telling like my brother, I was like, dude, I'm proud of Dave, because I think like from what you like went through and where you are now and how you bounced back, I feel like I've never seen you like just like shining this much, Thanks,
man.
You know what? That's what I believe.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
No, but I'm being 100%, dude. Like,
I hear you.
Like, you're different now. You know what I mean?
It means a lot, man. It's tough.
You really are. My boy.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to be strong when you feel like alone. It's just tough. It's tough to. Like life will hit you with something, and you just think you have it figured out, and you realize like you built up some stuff that, I don't know, it's just not true, or you're alone, or you feel alone.
Yeah.
I've never felt that way before, so
it's like there's so many and I have we all have our own separate things that we have built up in our heads. Things that we know aren't good for us, things that we know that we're doing wrong, or someone else is doing wrong. But to actually make the change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's scary.
It's scary to change. It's scary to do a thing
100%.
In a new way. But like, there's instincts you have that if you listen to them, they're going to be scary. But when you're doing something that's healthy and something that's not healthy. And like, yeah, man, I guess I've been trying to listen to those things more, and it's scary to be like I'm scared sometimes to be like, I got to have faith over fear every day.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what my next move is, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to trust every day that it's going to be taken care of if I show up.
Yeah.
If I like look for my blessings, if I'm present, I'm going to be more satisfied with my day than I am scared.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, so good.
Yeah.
Like some days it's scarier than others. And like I'm not locking down the 401k yet. I'm not. There's just a lot of things like I get worried about sometimes, and I've chosen to live a life where I trust that my maker is going to provide every day if I show up. Mm-hmm. Like not just be a slob and lay down and like be like it's going to come.
Yeah.
But like trusting my instincts and saying what I mean when I mean it, and listening for like the blessings that are coming, or a moment that's flashing before my eyes, or a friend telling me something special, like letting it land. I can feel it now because I'm not worried. Mm-hmm. I'm not like worried about the next thing. I'm more present.
Yeah.
I get to be here. And so, yeah, I appreciate you saying it, man. And like I could tell you, I've told you before, but like it's it means a lot to me that you even discuss my life to other people. Like I feel like sometimes I'm a bit of a crybaby, and I'm like talking about, because I trust you. I trust when I talk to you. Not in like a you better not fuck with me, but like I trust that I trust you so much that like I feel like I can say anything. Mm-hmm. So when I tell you things going on in my family, or my personal like career stuff, or any of that stuff that I really don't talk about much, it's really helpful for me to be able to have a friend that I can like just fucking talk to. Yeah. Like you call me sometimes out of the blue just check in, and like nobody does that. So like that means the world to me, that you're who you are, and it's like fuck.
I feel like that's human therapy.
Yeah, man. It's like you just love me for me, man. Mm-hmm. Which is cool. It's really cool to be like, I don't have to be nothing. You're my brother.
Yeah. I'm always here, man.
Yeah, man. I just appreciate you, dude.
You too, bro. Come on. You think I'd be here after how many? What is it? 162?
Yeah. I love you, man.
I love you too.
I really do. I really do. And as long as like we're alive, dude, and we're present, and we only like have this moment. And if I got this moment to tell you that, like I love you, man. I love that. I love you for just who you are, and I love the fact that you just love me for who I am. Good, bad, otherwise. Like I know I'm late sometimes, and I ask for tea all the time, and like cry a lot.
I love that.
But
that's why I love you, dude.
Thanks. See, that's what I mean. Like you accept me for who I am, man. I don't gotta flex. I don't gotta be nobody else. And I can be myself and be real and be scared and be, emotional and happy and fucking share my success with you in the moment. And I don't feel like I'm flexing or boasting or like pissing you off or making you upset or whatever. I feel like you're just hearing me out because you love me and you wanna just be a part of my life like I wanna be a part of your life.
Yeah, man.
Like
100%.
That's a friendship. Just little things like that, man. It's not little. Like you got to give your roses to people while they're here, man. Because life is, it's flickers of flames and like moments and like star shooting, and like you just never know when it's here and when it's going. So as long as I have the breath in my body to tell you that, I'll tell you that, and I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care how I sound. I don't want to be the guy who goes in the ground and has so much to say that I can't say.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I could tell you, like, I love you, man. And what you say to other people about me and, like, how you open your door to me means a lot to me. And it always will, man. And I'll never forget it. Because I've never been this down, So it means a lot, man. It means a lot, dude.
You got it, brother. I didn't know we're going to get this deep,
I told you, bro. I got things to talk to you about, man. I really do.
Now, that's the thing, too, is, like, no matter how much... Like, just to bring back the Kanye Doc thing.
Bring it back.
You know what I mean?
Genius.
Like, that's the like when he's in an accident, when he's getting told no, like that's what I'm trying to like. I want to channel that, dude.
He
I feel
uses
like that's
his what's going on in the moment, like his jaw broken.
Yeah.
To what? Rap through the wire.
Yeah. It's
about
like
pain.
That's why he uses any like. That's the key, man. You got to use any circumstance you're in because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
He didn't run from that.
Yeah, you don't know. You know what I mean? I get thrown on the street the next day. You know what I mean? You got to use what you have.
Yeah.
And that's all you got. So you got to run with it.
Yeah.
You got to make it work.
Yeah, you have to.
You know?
You have to. I think that's when you find out what kind of artist you are.
100%.
You go through something like that or whatever your circumstances right now.
Yeah.
Like that's the artist you are. I was talking to my brother-in-law about this today, about writing and art, period.
Mm-hmm.
Writers write, I think the best writers write from places of like things that they know. You write something, a song, or whatever, a lyric, a play, or whatever, a book. You're writing. If you write something, if you dig deep enough and you say, "Okay, I have a point of view that is unique, that is me, that I know about for sure." People may like what I have to say about this thing or not.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact I know what I'm talking about. Like, this is my truth about being a brother or being a guy who's in a going through a divorce or being a parent of a single child or a guy who went through a traumatic injury or something. I know about this because I've went through it. I've lived it. Mm-hmm. That's where like art becomes transcendent, I think, dude. And that's where his art became transcendent.
Yeah.
When you hear that song,
because every single, I mean, it's all like it's all so. It's just so real to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter what kind of picture you paint. You know what I mean?
Right.
As long as like, if you really are just 100% and it comes straight from the heart.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I mean? It's always going to be worth something.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And you can't deny that.
Right. Right. I don't know about fame and who's going to see it and how far.
Let's be real. Like fucking Petey Crack was definitely rapping about,
and he was huge.
About like, you know what I mean? Money, hoes, and that's
shit
it.
that's
you know
been
what I mean?
done a million times.
And that's why he's not here.
And Petey Crack was huge at the time.
Yeah.
Apparently, having music videos and Kanye's on the sidelines. You can't judge how the world's going to receive it.
Yeah.
But like your purest form of art, which probably will transcend to more people because you're being real about what you know, that goes farther.
Yeah.
It just does.
Yeah.
It always will.
Yeah.
That's where art becomes transcendent. Art is a penetrating force. Like it will cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
That it reaches everyone, whether you like it or not. Like love is art to me.
Yeah.
Like it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone can relate. Mm-hmm. Everyone feels it but can't grab it. Mm-hmm. It's ethereal.
That really shows too. Is like I really feel that like his come up. It wasn't any special like you know what I mean. There's no special like journey that he took. It's literally like what everyone's trying to do.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Beats, and then the beats were heard by a lot of people, right? Eventually,
and you're
over
getting
time,
shut down. You're getting whatever. No one wants to listen.
That's why I wanted you like. I hoped you got out of this the most.
No, 100%.
Because like you're literally doing what Kanye did in your bedroom right now on your PC. Like you're building beats. You're learning the bass. You're working on that shit all the time. You're connecting with Stylo. You guys are teaming up and collabing. But this is part of the journey for both of you. Like,
yeah, dude. I told him I went over his place to watch the second episode of them all together, and
ski mask on or no?
Of course.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I figured.
I still don't know who he is. But it's just like the thing is like, man, I feel like we've been rocking with each other for a long time, dude.
Yeah,
and we've always felt that like. We got something there.
You do.
You know what I mean?
You do.
Like, we know. I think everyone has something, you know what I mean, inside.
Yeah, but you guys found something together over time.
Dude, I'm telling you, I always feel it, man.
That new single, dude.
Because it always pops up out of nowhere.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And that's how I feel like...
It's chemistry.
It's that like, how real Kanye is.
Yes.
In all his stuff.
Yes.
Where, like, when he was... like, he's in his the hospital, the hotel room and everything. Mm-hmm. He's got his whole, like, setup, like... He like basically made the whole hotel a studio and he's recording all the shit by himself. It's like, I don't know, man. And like it all comes from like he wasn't writing for a lot of the shit he wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just came
going.
to his head.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I feel that so many times, man. And I'm like, it just comes to you, dude.
Yeah.
You know? And it's sad that like
And he said he didn't start at that level of ability.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to rap.
yeah, he's like,
that.
he said it doesn't matter that I'm a producer. It doesn't matter. I want to be put in the circle with all the rappers.
Yeah.
If I'm the 50th rapper, then I'm the 50th rapper.
Yeah. Well, that,
You know what
that
I
was
mean?
the coolest
I'll
thing,
fucking
bro.
learn. I'll do it all.
He said, did you think these beats sounded like this in Chicago like
Yeah.
5 years ago? They didn't. I had to learn this.
Yeah.
I had to learn this. So everyone, you know, it's easy to think someone's an overnight success, dude. And you could see with the documentary,
Yeah.
Kanye probably didn't rap well, like that well.
Dude, but there was that video of him as a kid.
And he was doing
He was
well.
like 10, he was doing great.
Well. He was doing well. But
Skilled.
I could take down young Kanye, dude. Easy.
I don't know,
Easy
man.
money.
I don't know.
On the bars, dude.
I don't know if I could.
No, you could.
He was killing it.
He's a kid, but I think there's obviously talent involved. But like I was hoping when I watched, I was literally thinking of you being like, bro, I hope Mike's feeling what I'm feeling in my chest.
Yeah.
It translated to my own shit with storytelling and stuff.
Yeah.
Where like the world may not hear you.
Yeah.
Like you may not be received by millions and make $1 billion and all this stuff. But like look at this guy who is doing that right now, by the way.
Yep.
Look at him not being listened to at the studio. He had to like force himself into to be heard and like backpacking studio time off of Ludacris,
Yeah.
you know, for a few minutes so he can make his next single and having to hustle, you know, to just be in front of the next guy like
He literally made like the one
Pharrell.
Yeah, he like went to the studio to do like one thing, but
They were like-
but he knew if Pharrell was there, so
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, let me go
Yeah.
do this to go do that."
But that's the kind of hustle he had.
Yeah.
But my thing, I hoped you felt like it's possible.
Did 100%.
Watching
That really made me feel it, 100%.
Yeah. If you
When I
believe
was
in
sitting
yourself.
there, I was like, it's just like to be able to have that all on like footage.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I told Silent, like, I'm buying a camcorder. I was like, I gotta.
Dude, buy a camcorder. I'll fucking film it. I don't care. I'll film the rise to the top.
I actually have the camcorder, dude. Dude, remember we used to shoot on the camcorder of the podcast? Do you remember
Did
that?
we?
Yeah, dude. I still have that.
No.
I should bring that out.
You should, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember?
little
Yeah.
silver one.
Yeah. No, that's a little black one. But
Little black
you know
one?
what, dude? I'm bringing it
But
out.
like this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm going to start walking around with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it along everywhere.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go. Let's start documenting stuff.
I think we should, man.
I don't know where you go,
I'm going to start.
where we'll end up. I heard one thing.
Yeah.
I want to tell you. This is the last thing I wanted to tell you.
Let's do it.
It was a quote. I don't know from where. I just want to get your thoughts. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand well.
Let's say that one more time. I'm so sorry.
You're playing with the
I was
keyboard.
playing with the keyboard.
Come on, man.
I'm so sorry.
You got the ADD. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand well.
100%.
Come on.
Yeah.
Think about that. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing bad cards well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we get given a hand. We don't have no
Yeah.
control over it sometimes. It just
Yeah.
life hits you with the thing.
That's the most important thing is how do you handle something,
That's right.
you know?
That's right.
How do you handle the low?
How do you handle
how it
the
is,
low,
bro.
dude? We get dealt a shit hand, and we have to figure out. Okay, I can go two ways with this, man. I can just pack it up and move to Montana, bro.
Yep.
And just run away from all this stuff and do something really bad that's
Yeah.
gonna numb me or make me feel worse or whatever, better for the moment.
Yeah.
But like, how do you deal with the bad stuff, man? Because we all go through it.
Yeah.
Every one of us goes through these times where we feel like we're not gonna be able to beat this. I'm scared. I don't know what the next move is. It may sound silly to other people, but like I'm terrified,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna collapse. I think I'm gonna fold. I'm not big enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not whatever enough. Smart enough, and it's just these are lies that we tell ourselves, man. Like
Yeah.
we're so unique, we're so strong, we're so like adaptable. You know, we're much stronger than we think.
Yeah.
We feel like sometimes I don't know if people can relate, but like I feel like I grew up and I used to feel I would shrink myself and feel like you can't, you're not smart enough. You can't read that. You can't ask her out. You don't move to that place. Don't visit that country. It'll go bad. You won't know what to do. And I would shrink my life, man, to the point where like I was so fragile. I didn't know if I could like handle anything. Like if something were to go wrong in my little palace of comfort, then all bets are off. I don't know where life goes. I'll probably die. In like in the back of my mind, like I'll probably just fold and die. My life is over. I'm ruined. It's like, bro, the second life goes bad, that's when you figure out who you are. Yeah. That's when you realize how strong you are and like what you really love. Yeah. What you really can live without. What you really want in your life. Once things get taken away, you're like, whoa. Yeah. I know what I want now. I know what I definitely can't live without now, or I'm starting to formulate who I am, how I want the rest of this to go. So you can't run away from the bad hand. The bad hand's going to come whether you like it or not. At 30, at 5, at 75, 50, it's coming. Life is going to deal you a bad hand at some point, man. And it's not, don't run away from it. Embrace that. If it hits you, realize that you're living. That's a reminder of like, you're alive. And I think you're going to be surprised at how strong you are. How much you can take, and not in a macho way, but in a I embrace that this is painful, and I also see now much more of who I am and what I want, and how you move through this, how you deal with that bad hand. We don't get a good hand all the way through. There's no way. No, there's no way.
Definitely not.
So that quote hit me deep, man. Because whatever, it just hit me super deep. How do you play with those cards?
Dude, I feel like we should we should wish that we hit like the lowest. I don't know, maybe this is weird to think. I hope we wish we can hit the lowest just so we know
who we are.
Yeah, like how sometimes the lowest is almost like, let's say that means like you're on the street. Yeah. Right? And at least and let's say like a year later you figured shit out. Yeah. And you're, you got a place again and you're working and you're getting your shit back. Yeah. Just so you know that like I was there before.
That's right.
But now we're all going, to get back down there doesn't happen like every day. No. You know what I mean? So we got to take that and you definitely got to it's about experience. Mm-hmm. I think this is the biggest thing too, is like the disconnect between like older generations and like newer now. Yeah. Because I think they're way more comfortable now. You know what I mean? Yeah. For sure. And I think it's tough because we get comfortable and complacent, and like I think that's a problem like with me too, is like I'm like, oh, like I watched the Kanye doc and that springs that thing up in me, but I'm like, oh, but I could just play video games and go to work and that's enough for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And maybe I'll, work on a beat and then be like, this isn't good, and then just forget about it. Right. Maybe I gotta if I had the rug pulled out from me, then who knows what would happen? You know what I mean?
You find out.
You definitely know. But like I don't want to wish bad things on me.
That. And I don't wish that on you.
You know what I mean? Like I don't
wish that on you either. I hope pain never hits you.
You never want to wish shit to happen to you.
No, I don't want bad shit to happen to you. But I understand, because sometimes it takes a big rug ripped from out under you to make you risk things more. Yeah. And like you can create a way of living that is safe. Yeah. And safe isn't conducive for art. Yeah. In a way. Yeah. It's kind of like you gotta push yourself a little bit to say, like, if you
gotta get out of your comfort zone.
Right. I was gonna say, if you're living in comfort, you gotta say like, okay, I'm blessed for these things. Yeah. I have all this comfort at my disposal. Now I have to take a risk and spend 6 hours going after this thing today, or being tired at work tomorrow because I kind of hustled and because I want this so badly. I'm willing to risk like some other things. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear what you're saying. Like, I get it. Yeah. Don't wish bad on yourself ever, but life will deal cards at some point. Yeah. Last thing. Yes. Last thing. Mm-hmm. Last thing. I'm ready. If I was talking to my brother-in-law about this today, and he brought it up, and it hit me pretty deep. I wanted to know what your answer would be. So like say you're making an album or you're making a film or you're making something that means a lot to you. It's your baby. It's your piece of art that you're creating, putting into the world. Whatever that thing is and what it ends up being. Let's not say you did it for this reason. You did it for yourself.
Yeah.
But inevitably it affected one person you love or wanted it to affect or hoped it would affect in a way where they came to you and said like, I'm really glad that you made this thing because it made my life better. Like today I'm different because of what you made. Who would that person be in your life? Who would you hope to reach that way?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn. I feel like I can't like. It's got to just be my parents, probably.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's a good answer.
What about you?
I was gonna say my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like it shouldn't be the only reason you're making the thing. It should be you make it. Well, it should be whatever you want it to be. But for me, I try to make it. I make things for me now, not.
Have you ever made something like with the thought of someone else in mind?
Yeah.
And has it ever been like found out?
I don't think so.
Dude, I made a short film. And and I had some things to do with someone. But it was more about like me. You know?
Definitely.
More about me.
Definitely. I remember this. You spoke to something you know, which is why it was good.
Yeah, and I remember this was one thing that maybe like that I was like, what the fuck? Like it really blew my mind. Like the person came to me, and I remember I sent it, and I didn't think it was like a bad interpretation of like my situation and what they. It's not really even about them at all.
Yeah.
Right? It's more about like my journey with how I thought of myself, blah blah blah, to the people around me, whatever. And I remember they were like, was this like, they were kind of mad that it was about them.
Why?
And I was like, I had no clue. I was like,
took a personal thought you were making something against them? Like
I think it was more of like they were insecure.
Got it.
Of maybe, you know.
Right.
Things are about them. But like, I feel like it'd be cool if something was about you.
I would love that.
Right?
Oh my God. It'd be so flattering, I feel like, to be like, wow.
Imagine someone thought of you.
Yeah, create that takes time and
you're
effort
part of it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Dude, if someone told me they made this for me, I'd be like,
yeah. Well, I had that, but it was the opposite feeling of good. I was like, damn, dude. I was like,
punch, dude.
All right.
You don't know how people are going to react. That's why I think you shouldn't do that. Like, if you're making something for the sake so that another person will see it and then they'll react a certain way, you can't control that.
Yeah.
So it should be for a greater purpose than like, I hope this. But sometimes we get fuel from weird places. Like sometimes you get fuel from like,
and how can you? How can you stop that?
Something. You trust your instincts. That's like Mike. Trust your instincts. Keep trusting your instincts, whatever they are, and then people change as
and whatever comes with it. Who gives
exactly? But right now in the moment, trust your instincts, dude. As an artist, trust your impulses and your instincts, dude.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%.
That's when it gets. That's what's going to get you your mixtape. Boy,
you already know. Podcast, like and subscribe.
Realest podcast in the game.
Shout out to the patrons. You are a podcast on Patreon.
Come on,
dude. That's it.
That's it, buddy.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, man.
It's a good time.
Episode
Always.
162, I think.
It's definitely not.
Maybe.
Guys. I don't know. I love you guys.
Until next time.
Bye.
You're not gonna sign out?
My name's Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to one another. Dude, that was close, man. You almost forgot to sign out, bro.